Heian Yondan from a teaching point of view. So, however you stand will depend on your first move. So if my legs are quite, so you don't be wide enough obviously to shoot with the technique, but if my legs slightly point out, I've got to remember if I make a back stance in this position, this knee's going to go this way. So depending on how you stand, depends on the first move. If your feet are slightly out, you've got to remember to bring them in for the trap of the back leg. That's the first thing. If you're quite straight, then obviously you don't have to worry about that so much, because you've got to feel the trap on that back leg. So as I make the first move, I trap, and then feel this weight in. Okay? Trying to cut the nice back stance. What most people do is this arm dips, so you've got to be very conscious of this front arm rising, and don't be lazy by resting this arm. Keep the shoulders relaxed as I go to the other side. There is a slight movement when you get older, because if I keep the same, I generally shoot my weight down that way, so I've got to kind of move a little bit to put the weight over the back. This pattern really is about trapping weight and using the supporting leg to its advantage. So I stay low, pivoting this leg to trap the power movement to go forwards. So back, keep the arms parallel to the direction you want to go. Don't drop them and lift them or fall them into place. You've got to trap and push off this back leg in, pushing the pelvis forward. Then again, this becomes the trap leg. So you push against it and off. Push against it and off. And as I transfer the weight, you can see all my weight's going to be on this leg. So I've got to keep down, use this kneecap, feel like that's happening, but turn at the end and push underneath. If you let the weight go, you will fall. If you keep the weight down, you will push. Then from here as I step, keep the weight down again. This feel, pushing the hip and turn at the end, down. Triple hip vibration. You pull to push. So if you just let the arms go, it's the weight of your shoulders. So you release to squeeze to release. Now this leg's so important. If you fight it, it will rise. So you've got to push into it, keep the weight down, and keep the line where your groin is, so that you stay going forwards. Down, push, in. Again, this becomes my supporting leg. I drive into it. I'm going to turn around so you can see. As I turn, I've got to turn enough so that as I move forward, the leg comes out naturally. If I don't turn enough, it's just the front leg that will go. So I've got to pivot enough to allow a natural hip opening, keeping the arms with the position. So from here, it's in, elbows in. Transfer the weight, which keeps the body down, and then squeeze the legs to kick. Now I go on the other side. Weight shift, not all the way back, but enough to control. In, one. Now, it's almost like a cough. You push into the hip, forward. You don't want to spend ages bringing the hand back and waste time. From here, just in. Transfer the weight forward. Transfer the weight forward and drive through. Now, if you grab anyone's head for any period of time, they're going to run away or hit you. So as soon as you commit to this action, you're going to knee. So I always look for the gap between here and here for the practitioner's depth of the kata. You push in, but you don't let this rise up, because you've got something behind you. You need the power. So I drive in, ready to go. From this side, so as soon as I'm here, I drive in, keeping that momentum. And then, because I'm down and low, my last one should be okay. And just weight shift, and here I'm finished.